why SunnyV2 was forced to leave YouTube. And see, I didn't even notice, but apparently SunnyV2 has just been gone from YouTube. Did any of y'all notice? Now that I think of it, I do react to his videos every once in a while, and I haven't like reacted to one in a while. He's been gone for 2 months, y'all. Yo, my goat! My God, what am I gonna do, man? I haven't been able to live with myself. It's been a hard 2 months. Because he fell off after being canceled. Dude, his cancellation, I know it's crazy. The Kris Tyson video, he was low-key right. Because what was the title? It was titled like, Kris Tyson will be a nightmare for MrBeast. And that ended up happening. He changed the title too after like a while. But he was right. Kris Tyson did end up becoming a nightmare for MrBeast. Yeah, SunnyV2 has always been like fast food for YouTube for me, but like you know, you have fast food every once in a while, but you can't have it all the time. Like, anyways, let's see what happened, bro. Was he canceled? Did he just quit? He gave up? He made enough money? Let's see what happened to him.
SunnyV2 is undeniably the most popular video essay, mini documentary, commentary YouTuber. Whatever genre you want to call that, he's the biggest one. With over 4 million.
You know what he popularized? That motherfucker. Editing style, bro. That specific one where like you could be talking about the most basic idea ever. There'll be some music like this, and then he'll be like, today we look into the mystery of the TikTok user called Gooner_211 and why he's vanished from TikTok. Exactly the YouTube landscape. I mean, I his videos, but yeah, he definitely did change like the commentary space, you know. Okay, let me use Australian accent. Today we talk about the case of Gooner_122 and why he's vanished from the internet. Gooner_122 started years ago. Okay, wait, I'm kind of doing a British accent. Today we talk about the fall off of Tommy NFG. Tommy NFG started 8 years ago. His videos were primarily based off Roblox. These videos didn't get him that far though until he got on TikTok, and then he transferred his audience to YouTube where he became huge. Now, judging off the content and his character, you would never think he'd be a terrible person and what happened to him. But what comes the rest of this video is shocking to say the least. His first cancellation was when he said My Hero Academia fell off. It was the deepest, most hurting, cutting thing to his career. What had happened was in a video, jokingly he made jokes about My Hero Academia, saying it fell off, and how the fans were very weird. They were very weird people. Y'all are literally the reason why it fell off. And in the video, they were upset, so they went on Twitter and tweeted out about him, in which multiple people started tweeting out about him and became #1 trending on Twitter.
Subscribers and millions of views per video, he has a very respectable audience. He's created a style that's so iconic.
Like the cartoon style? Do you have with the cartoon style or not? Like the thing he does with his thumbnails? I'll be with it, I'm not gonna lie. To me, I don't know why. Sometimes it is like overdone though. I think it was like unique. It depends. Some of them is like meh.
So many channels shamelessly copy him and it works. He created an undeniable formula if done right. But at the same time, he's got a lot of negative reception from YouTubers that made him not so very respected.
No, I knew he was cooked, bro. He made like some video about No Poop July, and it was the dumbest shit I've ever seen. That's when I know he was just like making it just because.
Hey guys, Tommy NFG here. You know, only half of you guys are subscribed and even less of you guys have noties on. I hate to be a burden, but you know, I really appreciate it if you hit that sub button and the little bell next to it, you know. It doesn't take long. I know you can get mixed up in the algorithm and everything. But yeah, also tune into the streams, you know. We have a lot of fun over there, I'm telling you. We have a lot of parties going on over there. Yeah, that's it. Bye. Damn.
Like this video.
No Poop July might be TikTok's dumbest challenge. Some treat it like a joke.
Why is it so intense?
Seriously, and while it's giving users hundreds of millions of views, it's also infuriating the entire medical field.
No Poop July is taking.
Why is it so intense, bro? It's just a joke.
Hoping users do not take the challenge seriously.
The trend was first started.
Yeah, certain topics, I feel like you should just put like lighthearted music. Some of it, it's just like so intense. Like, No Poop July was the most terrible challenge to ever exist on TikTok.
It could be argued that with his style and building such a giant fan base, Sunny has negatively contributed to YouTube by essentially being able to monetize off negativity. But to Sunny, this didn't really matter, and he kept on building up his brand. That was up until recently when he just stopped posting. Every single Thursday at the same time, Sunny posted for the last 4 years.
Yeah, it's gotta be tiring. I mean, obviously he has like an editor and team or whatever that works for them, but over time, like even me, bro, like y'all, I'll have to take like 1 or 2 breaks like for the year at minimum.
But then out of nowhere, just left. And the reason why he left seems to be out of his control, and there's a very big chance that he will not be coming back. And he also
actually
might not be missed. So let's cut the bullshit and get right into it. It might be hard to believe, but Sunny's old content is not even remotely close to what he currently posts. If you watch some of his old stuff without any context, you genuinely would not recognize that it's him.
Hi guys, Sun here, and this video is going to be a little bit...
This is just every YouTuber. We all got this.
Different. We're actually going to be testing whether or not you get better XP rates when you're making the effort to shoot the chinchompas at red chinchompas, or whether or not you get
On June 4th, 2015, he would post his very first video on his channel, Might of Sun. This channel was basically just gameplay videos where he tried to show off his personality, but he didn't really commit to it, only posting 29 videos and getting around 700 subscribers. A lot of this distraction really came from being at college, so he didn't really commit to it. But deep down, Sunny really wanted to be a real YouTuber. In 2019, he'd have a fresh new start with a new channel, SunnyV2. The name paid homage to his old channel and signified that he was going to try things better this time. And he would pick up the grind again, but this time as a
This is such a crazy transition. It's crazy because for me too, I was doing like Fortnite videos. Bro, y'all don't even know about that. Oh my god. Yeah, I was literally doing Fortnite videos, bro, on my main channel.
Okay guys, before I start the video, I have an epic bro.
I don't want to play this. I'm just scared like I ripped something. I can play it, but like I don't want to actually like get banned. Hey Twitch, if I said something I didn't know, I'm sorry. Oh my god, I was celebrating 300 subs. Nah, look how far we came, bro. Damn, this is 2019, January 2019.
So yeah, I just want to thank you guys for that. Like, you know.
Oh my god, Sunny. Yeah, my name was Sunny D, SunnyV2. So maybe this whole time I've been SunnyV2. I think it's time to reveal myself, y'all. I've been SunnyV2 this whole time. That was corny.
Guys for that. Like, you know how many people are 300? Like 300 people is a lot, okay? And no, I'm not gonna make a fucking subscriber special. Well, maybe in the future. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys anyways. Alright, so since I've got nothing to do, and yes, the update is tomorrow, I'm gonna do the built-in battle challenge. And what that means is I'm gonna go to Tilted every single game. Yeah, I know, guys. I'm amazing. Ugh.
See, 30 seconds of me not even playing the game.
I can barely see Tilted. Is this fog? Yeah, also guys, I got the glider. Oh, ASMR. Oh god. Jesus, I hear shots going everywhere. Oh no, not this glitch again. I can't shoot my gun or use my pickaxe.
Bro, why do I sound like a pansexual mother of 28?
Fortnite, what is this? There's people right there. I can't even break the mats to—
Yeah, I'm not like— Anyways, my point was, yeah, it's kind of crazy that like you transition from doing Fortnite videos or whatever.
Fortnite streamer. Now this was 2019 during the peak of Fortnite when everyone was trying to be like Ninja. I mean, like literally everybody was trying to be like Ninja. And on top of this, he would post tons of silly Fortnite themed videos like world's first PC victory while taking a dump. But these videos didn't really get a lot of good reception, getting a very awful like to dislike ratio. Getting so much hate so early signified that this wasn't really the path for Sunny. At least not as a gamer. He was still motivated to be a creator. So then he would start to post more motivational videos. We get 30,000 days, make them count. Taking the easy path in life. How to make your 2020 better than your 2019. There was even a period where Sunny was blatantly inspired by Sneeko and made videos pretty similar to him.
Biologically,
I remember seeing this, yeah.
perceive uncomfortability to be a negative emotion.
I don't know if you've ever seen my old videos, but this is like copy paste. The same music, the same editing style. This is what I used to do, chat. Wow.
Old Sneeko could have gone crazy, bro. Too bad he turned into like, I don't know what the f he does now. I literally don't be seeing Sneeko like at all.
The old Sneeko, not the rip-off Andrew Tate Sneeko. These videos—
I know he regrets that. Y'all think Sneeko's regrets like his Andrew Tate era? Because like that shit is completely dead. It was meant to be an era. You were never gonna make like long-lasting money. Like all the dudes, bro, in that era are just like in their fall-off era. Myron Gaines cooked. Myron Gaines is straight up racist, bro. And like he's all political and shit now. I'm telling you, every time a fall-off comes from somebody, it's like clockwork, bro. They turn political.
Like a completely different person because he was showing his face and his personality so much. These videos would get him a couple thousand subscribers, which isn't a lot, but for him, it was much better progress than what his last channel did. But today, none of these videos can be found because they were completely wiped from the internet because Sunny would make one video that would change everything. On March 9th of 2020, Sunny would post the video Boogie2988, the worst mindset on YouTube, which was his first ever commentary video.
And Boogie's only gotten worse.
Sunny directly criticizes Boogie's victim mindset and the constant excuses he has for his failure. Now, for those that don't know, Boogie2988 was one of the OG YouTubers during the glory days of YouTube, and he literally had like no haters back during his peak. Like he was the type of YouTuber that if you hated him, then you were the problem. But during 2019, he got into a lot of crazy scandals and controversy that completely destroyed his reputation, and he didn't take any accountability for it. I won't get into all that because that will require its own video, but you get the point. At the time of his downfall, everyone was making a video on him. It was basically free views.
We've been talking a lot about mindset on this channel recently, so I want to analyze Boogie's really garbage mindset. Alright, let's start by talking about mental health. Boogie seems to have no actual idea about what causes bad mental health.
This was the first video that had a lot of his signature trademark style, like reading comments to signal.
I would hate to be somebody that's hated on the internet, and the only time I get like money is when I make myself hated. A lot of the people that are hated like Boogie and stuff, they started doing up things or whatever, but now the only way they get attention is if, like, they farm hate. They do it on purpose. Like, same thing with Myron Games. All he does is just farm hate now and farm rage bait to have people like hate on him.
The public opinion.
I've changed. Season 69, episode 420. The master manipulator at it again. I messed up. I'm a broken person. I'm sorry. Please send views. I've changed.
Fake ass laugh.
No, you haven't, boy. Grown man. 2 weeks without social media has changed.
Literally,
looking at his page right now, this is his first ever uploaded video, but it wasn't the first video that he ever made. And even though it has nearly 2 million views, when it was originally posted, it only got maybe around 30,000 views in the first 90 days. But this style...
That's crazy. The same thing for me. Like, my main channel video, my first video coming back, it has like, does it have over 1 mil? But like, that video literally got like 1,000 views in a day at first. That's why, like, I'm telling y'all, bro, don't ever be scared to like chase your passion and shit, because you never know in the future, bro. Yeah, this video, dude, this video has over 1 million views. This video is not good. It's only 5 minutes, bro. It's like short as but yeah, at the time when I posted this, it was 1,000 views.
Struck was Sunny, and he just kept on rolling with it. Over time, the video slowly progressed into having better editing, using less of his face and having more of a serious tone. The video that really took his channel to a new level was the impossible downfall of Stampy.
Damn, that has 8 million
views. Talked about the rise and fall of the legendary Minecraft YouTuber Stampy. It basically incorporates the same formula as any rise and fall video, describing how he blew up and describing the exact pinpoints of what caused his career to go downhill. Just like with his other videos, it did not blow up immediately, but over the course of a couple months, it got nearly 5 million views. The next day after posting this video, Sunny would break 10,000 subscribers, and 1 month later, he would reach 100K. Sunny knew that this was the style to go in, so he would make a ton of videos.
Yeah, and that's something some people don't realize. Like, depending on your content, I don't know, but yo, I literally have had how many different types of styles of content, like 3 or 4. If we're talking about really when I was younger, I mean, I guess that's kind of its own style because I was recording Roblox videos, Roblox gaming videos. Yeah, I had Fortnite, then I had commentary. That's actually what I stuck with, but the commentary I was doing when I was younger is not working.
That focused on the rise of big people like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Penguin Zero. And then he would make downfall videos on big creators like Minilad, Popular MMOs, Dan Bilzerian, and many more. And at first, the upload frequency was half.
Yo, SunnyV2 popularized hate, dude, hate. The downfall of, I was not seeing that before SunnyV2. Don't get me wrong, I've used titles like that, but now that I think of it, I was not really seeing that like that before SunnyV2.
Success stories, half downfall stories. And Sunny would slowly remove himself as much as possible to really fit more into the role of the narrator. The videos went from showing his face every time he talked to only showing his face half the time to never showing his face at all. And as his channel got bigger, he removed all traces of his past. His history, his personal info, a lot of that just became completely unknown. But this was working. As Sunny was getting bigger, he was getting better and better at what worked for the algorithm. There were 3 things he realized that helped make a video blow up. First, the watch time / retention, which is the percentage of the video that people watch. Second is the click-through rate.
And the thing is with channels like his is he always has a good watch-through rate. Like, y'all, my main channel has like a pretty good watch-through rate. Like when somebody clicks on one of my videos, most of the time when they click on it, they finish it. But yeah, the second channel is a little bit lower because sometimes with reacts, like niggas might just be watching it on the side or whatever. They might be cooking, just have it on TV in the background. But yeah, that's the thing, like watch time is very important for like growth of a channel.
Just how often people click on your video when they see it in the home
only because they're short. Yeah, that is true, because my main channel videos are pretty short and they're like highly edited. Like whenever something's more edited, people like to watch the whole thing through usually.
Is the competition / the genre placement, which is how you stand out in your niche of content. He even revealed this in a deleted video from September 18th, 2020, how to make a video go viral.
So let's do a little sum up here. You need all 3 aspects in order to make a video go viral. Firstly, you need a strong watch time. Secondly, you need a high click-through rate. And finally, you need both of these to compete in your specific genre of video and be higher than the other videos in that specific genre. The more competition in a genre, the higher your watch time and click-through rate has to be in order to compete.
With watch time, Sunny.
And the one thing I'm telling you, for anybody aspiring to be a creator, dude, you could have creative ideas and thumbnails, bro. Somebody could make a video that's like 5-6 times longer than you, and it doesn't matter. You can make a video that's like 8 minutes, bro, but the idea is so good that people watch it. That's like a really good thing. Like every idea I have, I always write it down. I swear. I'm not revealing the list because like I'm not letting niggas take that. Bro, I have some really good ideas.
He realized that shorter was better, so his videos went from a maximum of 25 minutes to maybe only a maximum of 12 minutes. And he'd write his videos to get straight into the topic, no filler or fat. And to get a much better click-through rate, he developed a very signature style of thumbnails that really popped out, while also making the titles as dramatic as possible. The deserved downfall of Lipsy Jimmy, the tragic tale of Notch, Tanacon, the biggest failure in YouTube history. These titles all speak for themselves in terms of what it presents. And with competition,
I don't think he has sponsorships either, so I mean, I don't know about now since he's been gone, but like he definitely was getting paid a bag on YouTube revenue. Like I'm telling you, SunnyV2 he's probably making like over like 80K to like 100K a month just off ad revenue.
Sunny would elevate his editing and his research to a whole new level. Every single second of a video had complex animations, effects, transitions, the whole kit and caboodle. Just one frame of video looked like it took hours to complete. And he would usually do these videos on very popular creators so that what he talked about would be familiar and also help stand out. His content strategy completely focused on retention, and he wouldn't have any trace of himself in his content at all. No social media, no email, no nothing. There was literally—
See, that was the smart thing, because when he got canceled, nobody had a way to add him on Twitter. Like,
no way you can get in contact with this guy outside of YouTube unless you knew him personally or something. He would go from 100K subs in July of 2020 to 500K subs in September of 2021, and then to 1 million in 2022. And that year was where he struck gold. Now, one of the things that really took his videos to a whole new level was talking about certain topics that people never really actually heard of. The scumbag TikToker who faked Tourette's for clout, the TikToker who thinks she's black, the Instagram model who faked her entire career. No one knows who these people are, but from the title, you know exactly what it is that he's talking about. Not only was
there's probably a chance he didn't even know he was getting canceled until like a friend told him. Yeah, I could believe that. There's been moments, bro, where like I'll get a hate video or something shit, I don't know it, and my friend's like, yo, like somebody made this video on you, and I'm like, oh shit. Even with comments, like I said, I'll check them every once in a while. I don't check them like crazily or anything, just because like mentally I just can't do it, bro, because it'll just piss me off. But actually, most of my comments is positive. I don't usually get like crazy negative comments or anything.
Storytelling of this so captivating, but the research that he really put into this was extremely top-notch. Sunny would find the receipts of anything that he was talking about from the deep, dark rabbit hole of the internet. One of the best examples of this was proving about how primitive videos were staged and not real, using specific evidence for what he was talking about. This is Sunny's most popular video to date with over
22 million views. God damn.
2 million views, which for a commentary video is pretty crazy. And it really established him as a respectable and unique commentary channel. And it was that year in 2022 where he had the most insane snowball effect, because not only were his newest videos doing great, but his past videos were also racking in tens of thousands of views.
That's the thing too about commentary that makes it like more better as a genre. Like videos I do, unless if it's about like a very specific topic at the time that kind of just like goes away, over time people could still watch it. If it's like a react video, you could still, but it depends. If it's like something recent, then people don't really care to watch it after it passes.
Day, eventually getting into the millions.
I need to try what SunnyV2
in less than
doing.
1 year, he went from 1 million to 3 million subs. But with a lot of good comes a lot of bad. Sunny's style and how he made videos would get quite a lot of criticism. There were a lot of people who felt like he was extremely dramatic and exaggerated the situations of topics that he picked. He made small topics like an argument on the Impulsive podcast seem like the biggest and craziest thing ever. And this can be seen in two ways. On one hand, he made things super dramatic for the sake of views, but on the other hand, almost any topic that he picked was extremely interesting from his style. I mean, if you make something that really does not seem that important seem like a big deal, it really shows just how good you are at telling a story, right? But with a lot of people, it was just seen as too much, and honestly, some of the stuff he talked about was just inaccurate. In one video, he claims how Ali A's career was completely dead, but that guy still gets millions of views. That's
his career's not dead.
Not exactly a dead career last time I checked. In another video, he claims that Smosh lost 90—
That's the thing, but this is what gets clicks on YouTube. I think he knows that. Like whenever you put something crazy or whatever, or like some insane, like people are gonna click on it because like, oh, how did Smosh, I don't know, lose 91% of his audience in 2 years?
1% of their audience, but how exactly he got that number is very unclear. His video talking about Ninja's downfall was also heavily criticized by YouTuber Little Joel.
But Ninja fails to realize the reason people perceive him as fake is not because he's toxic, not because he's family friendly. It's because once again, he's trying to be something that he's not in order to appeal to an audience instead of just being who he truly is. People liked him most when he was the old toxic ninja.
That's what I'm talking about, dude!
So I guess I find this one of the more interesting moments in the video, and a telling one, where
Sunny in a hotel, though.
SunnyV2 essentially asserts, without any sort of knowledge of Ninja, what his authenticity looks like. Maybe it is true that he used to enjoy screaming on the internet. Who doesn't enjoy it? Who doesn't enjoy it? But the reality is, there's a possibility that it's not inauthentic that he's changing. He's just like becoming a different guy, kinda. Like, he's not exactly the same as the person.
There was a moment though where like Ninja changed, because like he changed to be like more family friendly. You could see it, because there was moments like, who remembers when he was like, you gotta stop bullying, guys, don't bully. There was a moment where he was definitely becoming more corporate. So I don't think that's a crazy take, but yeah, he could have just changed. Like, he could just be getting older too. I think now he's older and he just doesn't care to do that shit anymore.
You liked. Does that inherently mean that he has some deep moral failing? Are you the ninja sage? Do you know everything that goes on inside of his mind? You know, what is the standard of evidence that we're using here to assert
when he was in the 2018 New York ball event? I think that was the moment when he fell off. I'm not seeing enough movement. That's so terrible.
This man is bullshitting you because he's done some internal changing.
As it just seemed really inaccurate. And when Sunny made a video about how Dream's face reveal ruined his career, he got a ton of backlash from the community. But numbers-wise,
he wasn't wrong though, bro. And a lot of these, bro, it seems like he made a video, and at the time, maybe it seemed like up, but he ended up being right.
All these videos still had a pretty solid like to dislike ratio, and they all got millions upon millions of views. So outside of Sunny's actual fan base, he had a very mixed
Remember the
reception.
marshmallow clip?
A lot of the people would see him as very problematic and negative. Like he was preying on the downfall of creators so that he could easily make a video on them. And lots of other popular creators didn't really respect SunnyV2 for his content style.
I don't like SunnyV2 because most of his videos just prey on somebody's downfall, and it spreads a lot of negativity. He has some good videos like the 61 hours Mac Miller video, but the rest of them, it's just a lot of surface level research with oftentimes hate comments or just like anecdotal quotes being used as evidence for arguments.
Nothing really summarizes this in the video how SunnyV2 ruined video essays by Pinely. And a lot of people see Sunny as hypocritical for what he was making because before this he actually ranted about how awful this type of content was. Like the video where he roasted about how commentary channels were extremely lazy and made small situations seem much more worse than
and he still has the video up. Bro, you gotta take it down, bro. You at least gotta take it down.
Anyway, today we're going to be talking about some random YouTuber you've never heard of with 40,000 subscribers who did something really quite minor. But since I'm a
oh my god, this is giving the vibes of 2018 YouTube, 2017
channel, I've figured out a way to make it seem way worse than it really is by framing it in a way that specifically benefits me and skews the reality of the minor situation into something that makes it seem way worse than it really is.
Leafy used to be like, bro, oh my god, the fact that I'm even bringing up Leafy's name is crazy. It feels ancient. Hey guys, today we're gonna be looking at what the hell did this kid do? Oh my god. Leafy would be putting up LeBron numbers, bro. In this era of like bullshit content.
While Sunny is not exactly lazy with this style of content, he definitely is the king of making things seem like a much bigger deal than they are. But easily the most hypocritical fact about Sunny was how he actually made a video ranting about cancel culture. He goes on a 13-minute rant about how annoying it is that people will go out of their way to try and ruin a big internet personality's career over some really small, meaningless bullshit.
On top of this, does anyone feel like hate content on
oh my god, Prime Drama Alert. You guys see these views Prime Drama Alert was getting? And the thumbnails were so ass. 1.7 mil views, 1.7 mil, 1.8, 1.2, 1.1, 1 mil. And I was watching all these too. Back then, this is when YouTube was a community. There was the biggest YouTubers. Everybody knew the biggest YouTubers, and it was more of a community. Nowadays, it's so many people on YouTube making so many videos. I would say it's like less of a community.
YouTube is at its highest that it's ever been before. Downfall videos, drama videos, cancellation.
Like everybody knew like the Logan Pauls, the Jake Pauls, the KSIs was getting into the drama. Like everybody was just getting into some drama.
YouTube is exposed. I swear I can't go on YouTube these days without a solid chunk of my recommendations being someone making a mistake or someone getting cancelled or some BS like that. Now you say something moderately inappropriate and you not only risk the cancellation of your YouTube channel but your whole life. Imagine applying for a job in 10 years time. The employer Googles your name and finds out that 10 years ago you dropped an N-bomb on a YouTube video that was blown way out of proportion by some schmuck just trying to get some clicks.
But SunnyV2 literally is now the person that he rants about in this video. He makes whole entire videos trying to find the worst of the worst when it comes to any influencer. In his video about Skeppy, he literally talks about how the use of the N-word contributed to the downfall of his career. And it was actually this video that led to his very first ever response from a creator he made the video about, as Skeppy felt the need to actually go back
holy hair. I'm sorry, like holy.
at him. Skeppy starts out the video also pointing out the hypocrisy with Sunny's videos, and also points out some of his very ridiculous arguments, like how he possibly could have faked ordering 73 pizzas.
Suddenly, people began to question whether or not Skeppy's other videos could have possibly been fake. For example, there was this video in which Skeppy would apparently order 72 pizzas to Bad Boy Halo's house, yet Skeppy wouldn't actually show the entire
Roblox
phone
avatar
call
cut,
during which he apparently ordered the 72 pizzas.
Hey, sir, customer service, how can I help you?
Hi, what's the most amount of pizzas I can order? I'm having a party right now.
No, we don't have a limit.
Oh, okay, cool. Alright, have a good night. I ordered it.
Then when the pizzas showed up to Bad Boy Halo's house, he'd only show 3 pizzas being opened. How do we know that he didn't only order 3 pizzas and sit them on top of a stack of empty boxes? Plus, there are only 37 pizzas in this shot. Where are the other 35 pizzas that you claim to
What did he even do with this? I'm gonna assume give it away.
order in both the title and in the video?
Where did the missing pizzas go?
I have over 10 creators written down on my whiteboard, so it's more just a matter of who do I start with.
Or also how Sunny called him a ripoff of the MrBeast game channel, even though he created his channel before MrBeast created his gaming channel. Skeppy also defeats the scam allegations that SunnyV2 brings up, which were possibly the worst of the entire video. Skeppy's video got quite a lot of praise and actually caused a lot of backlash back to Sunny. But none of these controversies that I just talked about really affected Sunny's career in any possible
Skeppy was the
way.
MrBeast
They were just
for
small
Minecraft.
little incidents. Sunny still had a very solid audience and was getting tons of views. Say what you want about Sunny in terms of his content and his style, but the one thing you really cannot deny is his hard work ethic and his knowledge of how the algorithm works. A video for Sunny gets a bare minimum of 1 million views, and even then, that's a bad performance on his standards. And over time, Sunny basically influenced a wave of new faceless channels that were all trying to be like him. So many people developed an editing style that was literally just a knockoff of what he does. Dramatic title and dramatic thumbnail, super animated editing, and suspenseful music. And 99% of the time, these videos are all talking about some creator.
And inherently, there's nothing wrong if they want to get inspiration from him. You just got to change up some things. If it's exactly his style, then yeah, eventually over time, it's probably not going to be the best like idea for you. You always want to change shit up.
His downfall. Everyone was using this formula and it worked for a lot of people. I mean, I do the same thing on this channel to some extent. Let's be real here. I'm a giant hypocrite of this. Faceless channels have become one of the giant new side hustles that everyone's really trying to get in on. And Sunny was one of the careers that really inspired it because he showed that it worked. And you could say it had a negative effect on the content of YouTube overall because a lot of people were just simply trying to monetize off negativity for views. But you can't really blame Sunny for that because he didn't intend for that to happen. The same way that MrBeast inspired a lot of brain rot slop is not his fault. He probably doesn't like the fact that a lot of people are doing the exact same thing that he's trying to do. But even with all this, there wasn't really that much bad stuff to say about Sunny until the Kris Tyson video. Now, around the time that Kris Tyson announced that she was transgender and was changing her name to Ava, SunnyV2 made a video
and then now, what did they say? They said Kris was switching back. And then it turned out that wasn't true.
titled How Kris Tyson Will Become a Nightmare.
Yeah, this was, I would say, like, truly the moment where, like, he actually got canceled.
MrBeast. Now, in the video, Sunny makes the argument that Ava's transition will be bad for the MrBeast brand and will lead to the entire downfall of the company. Because this puts MrBeast in a lose-lose situation. Either he lets Ava stay and then loses his audience because everyone hates Ava, or he fires Ava and then gets canceled for it. He also theorized that this whole change was very forced for diversity and inclusion and compares it to how Hollywood forces all of this.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't forced. I don't think MrBeast was like, oh yeah, you, Kris, you're a girl now. Yeah, you think MrBeast did that? He was like, all right, for diversity, equity, inclusion, you are a girl now. It was definitely just Kris.
And stuff. But this isn't the same thing.
MrBeast did somewhat show Kris less and less. I think that was just because more they're beefing, right? Because now, like, apparently Kris was trying to sue MrBeast. I don't know if that's exactly true, but I know now they have beef because they completely, like, cut off each other.
And it came off as extremely transphobic. On top of the fact that he uses a lot of hater comments to really try and kind of represent his own views while not really saying it directly. Lots of YouTubers spoke about how out of...
The thing is, bro, the people canceling him, bro, I think they don't understand, like, look, if somebody has a kid, it's a religious household, and then let's say they're like their kid loves MrBeast or something, right? And then they see Kris transition, bro, they're not gonna like that, bro. A lot of times, bro, they're just gonna tell their kid like, you can't watch MrBeast anymore. But yeah, there's some parents too that would accept it. It just really depends. But 100%, like, some of these niggas literally acted like, oh, what the f, like, nah, bro, nothing's gonna happen from this. MrBeast is gonna be fine overall, but there would definitely be people, like parents too, that would have their, or even just people in general that would just not watch MrBeast anymore because of it.
Pocket this video.
Tommy, look at the pause.
It even caused MrBeast to respond himself on her. Yeah, this is getting absurd. Kris isn't my nightmare. He's my friend and things are fine. All this transphobia is starting to piss me off. It even caused legendary commentary channel D'Angelo Wallace to come out of retirement to make a video about it. This video got over 170,000 dislikes and probably was his most hated video of all time. And he also lost 20,000 subs from it too. Sunny never got backlash in any type of way before this video came out. So how did he respond to all of it? Well, by not really responding at all. The most he really did was change the video title to "How will the Kris Tyson situation affect MrBeast?" Having a slightly less negative tone with his opinion, but overall still stood on business. He would never
and I'm assuming he did that. I don't even know if it was a cancellation. He probably just felt a little bit bad.
Fully addressed anything, and this kind of can be foreshadowed from the very first commentary video.
High self-esteem people don't have an argument. They just go, haha, yeah, and then move on with their day. Arguing with random people on the internet is like the biggest sign of low self-esteem and just generally being a loser.
Sunny knows that he would only bring more attention by addressing it and doubling down on it. His main focus is on the content, but what also helped Sunny in this situation
and then people forgot. Dude, people completely forgot about this. I honestly, I forgot about this controversy or whatever. Bro, I had some people tell me like, yo, don't watch SunnyV2 videos. I was like, nigga, what? The f out of here, nigga. Like, you would have a problem with what his take was, but dude, I'm gonna watch the video if it's good. Like, I don't know what niggas thought it was, bro, but I swear, I actually have people saying, don't watch SunnyV2. Just because someone has a take, bro, or some shit that I disagree, unless it's like crazy, like obviously like some EDP shit or whatever, then I don't care. I'm gonna move on. I could say I disagree with it, agree with it. It's whatever.
It's also the lack of
I swear, some niggas just think they can like control like creators, bro, and be like, no, you gotta be like this, and that. Dude, I'm not that person, bro. Y'all know me. I promise you, bro, I am not that person where a bunch of people could say, oh, don't watch this person because this and that. I'm gonna watch it. If I feel like it's right, I'm gonna watch it.
That he had. This may sound passive aggressive.
Don't watch Sunny. Please tell me I dislike him.
An actual human. In all of the videos, he's a deadpan narrator that you never really see. He doesn't use the words like I or me or anything like that. And like I said before, he doesn't really have any personal social media outside of the actual channel. It's kind of like fighting with an AI bot. He would just continue posting videos and eventually things would just pass on naturally. This kind of gave him a mixed reception because a lot of the—
it's almost like he's like a TV channel, bro, you know? TV channel doesn't have a personality. It just has the content there, and you can't like contact the TV channel. Like
creators who were inspired by him would see him as immune to cancel culture, even though he is a very big part in what he calls cancel culture. And when taking a look at view stats, his channel would still continue to have a very steady rise, but it would start to slow down a bit after this video and have a slightly different trajectory. The subs didn't come in as rapidly, but it's not like as if he lost his entire audience that would constitute for a downfall video or something.
Yeah, no, if he still posted, he'll still be getting views. Whenever he comes back, he's still gonna be getting views.
And he would get his respect a year later because, as we know, Ava would eventually get exposed for texting kids. Lots of people would come back to apologize for judging him, but there's something that really needs to be pointed out about the situation that no one else really is talking about. Yes, Sunny did predict that Ava would be a nightmare for MrBeast. I mean, even I admitted to that. It was one of the biggest—
it wasn't the reason why he said though.
Drama topics of 2020.
Because he said literally it was because like Kris transitioning, he was like, that's why. No, it's because like it came out that he was a predator.
I think everybody knows about it. But how Ava became a nightmare for MrBeast was not really the same reasons that Sunny predicted. Sunny's video was talking about how Ava simply transitioning was enough to take down MrBeast and his career. And yes, Ava did get a lot of hate for transitioning. I mean, if you look at any picture from MrBeast's Instagram, you will see all the top
No, I'm sorry. That was just so random. What the f is this comment?
Comments are completely shitting on Ava. But what made Ava a nightmare for MrBeast wasn't the transition alone.
Nigga, Chris Gayson. Bro, it shouldn't be funny, but it is. Like,
it was the fact that she was texting kids.
Tommy
which
NF
she
Gay.
did way before she came out as trans. That is not something that SunnyV2 predicted. It's a completely different thing. And even when this was a huge issue, it didn't destroy MrBeast's brand. Last year was objectively his biggest year in terms of subscriber growth.
The question is, y'all think if Kris Tyson was still in the videos, it would have affected like his views? Probably not. I don't know. There's definitely still 100% parents that wouldn't let their like kids watch it if, you know, depending on the household. Probably not really.
Growth.
I think it would have been.
Yes.
I think it would have been similar, maybe a little bit lower. I don't know. It depends how big it got. Because if Kris Tyson kept getting into drama and shit, things kept happening, then yeah, it would have got affected.
He got a lot of hate from all the drama and some very reasonable criticism. But when you actually look at the numbers,
1% of MrBeast,
a lot more love.
Viewers probably
Sunny
don't even know what's going on, or even know what's going on.
Completely be the downfall of MrBeast as a whole, but that just simply did not happen. again. And from here on out, there was a very weird shift in Sunny's content. In 2023, he still had some really cool videos like the TikTok family that made millions lying about their height, or the video talking about the YouTubers who had the best reputation. But in 2024, his videos felt off, like something changed. Now, the editing was better than ever with much higher quality, and he was posting every Thursday. But with some of the videos, it makes you ask if he just straight up ran out of ideas or something.
Yeah, y'all saw what I showed you at the beginning, the no poop July shit. I think he just ran out.
Like the video where he talks about no poop July, which was started by OK Kron, a TikToker I know personally who pretends to not poop for the entire month of July. Kron does this every year, and it's like a very big part of his fan base and community. Sunny did this one video where he dived into the trend completely and overanalyzed the entire thing, taking it way too seriously. Like, he went into the whole lore of this joke and acted like as if it was this completely awful thing, which it wasn't. I mean, listen, on this channel, I talk about a lot of stupid TikTok trends that have inspired a lot of bullshit. This is not one of them. Sunny tried to use examples on Reddit of people claiming that they tried not pooping, but there's nothing that suggested that Kron influenced this at all. There's an example of someone on TikTok who did stop pooping, but not because they were doing some type of challenge, but because they physically could not poop. Sunny tried to make it seem like it was this horrible thing so that he could get a good video out of it, but it just wasn't. And it kind of just showed how badly he was really lacking creatively. Like, he would have some really—
because he was just posting every week. That's the thing. Like, he had to put something out. Like, for me, y'all, if I don't have something to post for a while, like on the main channel, I just won't post. Like, I don't know. There's some moments, bro, where I try to think of something, I just can't post it. I've been trying to be more consistent, especially with the main channel. Y'all notice I've been trying to post like at least once a week. But yeah, there's some times where I just can't. I might have to do like 7 days. It might have to be like every 8 days. It just really depends.
Good commentary here and there. Like, he did predict 6ix9ine going bankrupt. He posted a video about 6ix9ine's awful financial situation just months before 6ix9ine had to auction all of his possessions off to the IRS for failing to pay taxes. But there were also other videos that did not age well, like the video about how Nikocado Avocado was at rock bottom emotionally and financially, and this was posted just days before Nick revealed the giant weight loss. But to be fair,
nobody could have guessed that
coming. But overall, Sunny's content seemed to be taking a direction that just overall had less passion, and then out of nowhere, he just stopped posting. His last video was on March 20th, talking about how microtransactions ruined Plants vs. Zombies. A pretty accurate video, not gonna lie. But after this, complete silence. He never missed a Thursday, but then just left. There wasn't an announcement of any kind, just poof, gone. There's lots of theories as to why
I think it's burnout. Like, he's been working for what, the past like 3 years or something, 4 years of his life. Probably just taking a vacation.
Honestly, it's probably not voluntary. A lot of signs point to the fact that his channel got demonetized. And
what?
True, that just would simply make sense. Like I said, when it
demonetized is crazy, bro. He hasn't done anything to like get fully demonetized. What the f? There is no way YouTube fully demonetized him, bro. Like, for you to get fully demonetized on YouTube, I'm telling y'all, bro, that is the worst thing that ever happened. I don't care how many social media you have. The one platform you never want to get demonetized on is YouTube, bro. YouTube demonetizes you if you, like, get exposed as, like, basically a predator. Like, you do a crime, like a crazy crime, like a murder or something. I think they just ban your channel.
When it comes to his channel, he doesn't sell merch. He doesn't do sponsors. He doesn't really do anything outside of the AdSense revenue when it comes to making money. His content is specifically engineered to be as engaging as possible. So if that means not doing sponsors for the sake of having high retention, well, then he doesn't do sponsors. Again, it's why he gets views, and it's actually pretty smart when you think about it. But it's also very risky, because if your channel gets demonetized, then it basically diminishes your only source of income, which clearly it did for him. And considering his extremely high level of editing and the research he puts into his videos,
I don't think he got fully demonetized.
He definitely has a team that he has to hire. But it's not
that's
like
crazy.
He wasn't making a lot of money. Now, doing like the rough calculations for the views he's gotten, it's estimated he's made somewhere between $1.6 million to $10.6 million.
This is the type of bread y'all think I'm making. I can promise you I'm not making this. This wouldn't be shocking to me though. The amount of views he gets, the consistency, subs, 100%. In total, I could see him probably made like 5 to 6 mil off of just like ad revenue on YouTube.
Somewhere between $1.6 million to $10.6 million. I know that's a very wide window, but this is a very rough calculation I'm getting off of Social Blade and stuff. Okay, so how exactly do we know his channel?
How much does Tommy make? I make pretty good money, bro, but like not that much, bro.
Demonetized. Well, for one,
it just depends what you define as good, because bro, some YouTubers, bro, will be making like 100K a month or some shit. They'd be like, nah, that's not that good. Like, that's mad to me. That's like a low month. Like, FaZe Rug, bro. Do y'all know how much FaZe Rug makes? Trust me, do not look into how much FaZe Rug makes, because I swear you would just be depressed. Like, you will literally be like, holy like, I'm working my whole life, bro, to make like probably what he makes in like 2 months.
Post community section on his channel was randomly just removed. On YouTube, you can't just manually remove your own community post section. Like, I can't do that on my own channel. That gets removed when your channel has violated a certain amount of guidelines.
Maybe he got a 3-month strike. Cause y'all, on YouTube, there's like a certain amount of strikes you can get. The first one is like a week, and they remove like all your monetization. Like Salah had some shit happen. I think he had like a week where like his shit was just cooked, bro. Like you don't make any revenue. They basically, it's kind of crazy, bro. You don't make any money off of your work. That's insane. But there's also a 3-month one, and then the final one is a ban. He might just be on the 3-month like strike.
Which for him seems like that has happened. So clearly his content has violated guidelines in a certain type of way that has not allowed him to make any more money. And
how many strikes you have? 0. Knock on wood, prayers to God, it never happens. To get a strike, usually it has to be something crazy TOS to get a strike on your channel. But sometimes what you see with people, and you'll see it with YouTubers, sometimes you ever see a video where somebody's like, oh, my channel's about to be deleted because somebody's like trying to abuse it. Somebody could abuse the copyright strike system and have your channel completely deleted like out of nowhere. And it sucks because like as a creator, the person has access to all your information, the other person, but you don't have access to their stuff. So you have to literally communicate with YouTube through Twitter and shit. Like it's a fucking struggle, bro. Somebody could just falsely delete your channel.
Well, he has no way of making money. How exactly he got these guidelines is completely up in the air. The only way he can make a comeback is 1, his channel gets remonetized, or 2, starts a completely new channel and starts from scratch. But how that audience will transition over is completely unknown based on how he plans to do it. It's also likely Sunny might just not really want to get involved with drama anymore on YouTube. Being a content creator and only focusing on drama can get really, really, really fucking exhausting. It goes to the point where it makes people depressed. I speak on experience from this. And honestly, it's pretty likely this has happened to Sunny too. Maybe he saw this as a sign to go in a completely new direction with his content and just with—
My prediction, y'all, and I'm calling it, it probably happened. He got like a 3-month YouTube strike and he just can't post.
In general. Maybe now it will lead him in a direction that will help inspire people in a good way. But one thing's for sure, if Sunny does put the same energy and work ethic that he put into YouTube into a different field, he will succeed. Hopefully, he can make a comeback on his own terms.
Wow, that's a good video by Blanco, man. Yeah, I think with SunnyV2, if he took all the money he made from YouTube and invested it, he could just retire if he wants to and just never come back. He's made that much money. I was lowballing it, by the way, when I said he made 4 to 6 million total. He's probably made like 12 to 15 million. Yeah, man, if you're watching the 2, make sure to join the Discord and watch the streams.
Subscribe to Tommy NFG.